Right. We are going to go into crude. Now, I'm very intrigued to see how you guys do here. We're going to do some bar analysis here, right now. What do we see on this bar? And this is today's market. What's this bar? It could be climactic, couldn't it? But could we also say, I mean, is this a nice trend for this time frame? I'd say yeah. And we get a huge surge in volume, close off the highs, and we can see that the overbought condition closing off the highs. However, we're making higher prices. It has the potential to be climactic. Do you agree? Yep. Next bar. You know, we could potentially label this a breakout bar, couldn't we? Ish. You understand what I'm trying to say? I'd say that is very, very poor selling in an overbought condition. Low supply, not much selling. Test that. Yep. Let's zoom in. Let's do our lovely bar. So climactic, potentially no selling. Well, it is low selling. What are your thoughts here? Engulfs, instant reversal. Yep. We highest close. We might change our angle of ascent. Well done, everybody. Does this look like a bullish bar? It's a nice bar, isn't it? Nothing to do here, though. Do we agree? It doesn't close above the high of that bar. However, it suggests higher prices. Yep, I agree. And then this bar. What do you make of this bar, everyone? Test. What's the technical name for this? Hidden up thrust. In an overbought position. We see potentially climactic action. Then we see, let's just say no supply. Then we see a kind of a decent bar. It doesn't achieve anything, but it's a firmest close. We get a slight pop in volume. It engulfs. And then what do we see come out again? Huge amount of selling in an overbought condition. What do you think of shorting here? Tad aggressive, but we definitely see supply, don't we? Someone said sell stop. Tad aggressive for me. And what's this bar? Yeah, it is an attempt to hold. And what do you think of the attempt to hold? It isn't a bad attempt to hold, but look at the volume from 1 to 2. Look at the bar from 1 to 2. So with the same volume, the spread contracts. So what do you think that is? Yeah, buying isn't as prevalent, is it? It is effort versus result. Slightly lower close. Okay, nothing to do, but this is becoming interesting now, isn't it? Are your ears perked, everyone? Mine were. And we're overbought. And what should we see in an overbought position? We should see selling, shouldn't we? And we are seeing selling. And what does the market print here? Higher volume than the previous bar, smaller spread. Although this bar, we could say that the selling is diminishing from 1 to 2 to 3, and we can make that observation. We see selling, we see selling. And if we compare the bar to the previous bar, slightly higher volume, slightly smaller spread, and we only net that much to the upside, and again, we have an up thrust of an up thrust, it's technically still an up bar, but we definitely see some selling here, don't we? Anything to do here? I wouldn't be convinced to take a position here, would you, on this bar? But we definitely see the presence of supply, though. Okay. What can we deter from this? It's ease of movement. Okay, so selling. No attempt to hold. This is very important to understand. 1, 2, A, B. 1 is an up thrust, 2 is a hidden up thrust. A is an attempt to hold. B, we now get continuation. There is no attempt to hold. And if we have a look at that, it's ease of movement. We can look at the spread, lower volume. Okay, so we're beginning to see a bit of a picture now, aren't we? That tells us, has demand been absorbed? Question mark. Nothing to do. What's coming in here? Shorten of a thrust in the closes. Yeah, it's an attempt to hold. Volume declines, but a little bit of buying here, effort versus result. It isn't great buying. It's not like this, is it? Or this attempt to hold. So it's the weakest attempt of buying we found in this area. Okay? Here, buying, here, buying. This is the weakest attempt. After we've just seen a bit of ease of movement. What do we get here? Yeah, we get a spring. Now, Does this spring scream uber strength? No, it doesn't, does it? However, it's a spring. We push it up. What does that suggest? Yeah, it suggests a bit of ease of movement. And then this bar prints. What do you think of this? What are your thoughts? So here, that's the next bar, that's the next bar. So the selling is coming in sooner. Yes, it is. So what do you think? The selling's coming earlier than expected, and it is coming in a big way. When you say it's higher volume, we traces a great deal. We can't test up here. What do you think I'm doing here? Everyone's reading the analysis, potentially lower, higher. We can't test higher. Selling is coming in sooner. All agreed. So can we short here? Think of this logically. Look at the buying's deteriorating. We've seen supply, then we get ease of movement. Okay, we do get a little bit of ease of movement here, but if we analog it, it's much, much lower. And now we see selling coming in a big way. Short. Yep. Good. Risk is right on the edge. Yeah. I was very tempted to short on this bar. Someone did short here, actually. I don't mind you shorting here. I really, really thought about it. And what are we playing for here, everyone? Where are we structurally? We're overbought. I mean, it feels like the forms of a market turn as well, doesn't it? There's a transference here between buyers and sellers. And if we just put that in here, we have structural integrity. Okay. So this is a transference. This is climatic action. The buying has deteriorated dramatically. Selling's coming in earlier than expected. We're playing for a potential gob. And if we have a look on the chart, obviously we can see the axis line. And if we go to here, this is the play that plans out beautifully. Very, very nice bar action in this form of a market turn, huh? But there's also a little bit of information I thought I should share with you in regards to trade management. I'm not going to go to the full ins and outs, but it's this. What value does this level here provide me? Considering we're short here, by the way. What I tell you, we got a lot to get through. Is if the market was bullish, would we really be penetrating like this? Would we be closing under this support level? No. We know what a bullish market acts like. It should be coming down, reversing, holding on here, springing and taking off. Agreed? So now, if you picture the overbought condition, the market turn, we do have a failure of this as we can't touch the highs. We come on down. We severely weaken the support line. I don't mind this kind of action and holding on. And we're playing for the cob down here, and we're overbought. And we have a lot of volume coming in, and then etc. etc. So you get a very, 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 very nice trade. Just over 100 ticks or so. Beautiful.